Hey, everybody.
Hey, Blaine, what's up, man? Hey, Gwen.
Hey,
girl.
You don't realize tonight we got
got
two
fun.
Cherokees and two Creeks, and we're not fighting each other? Awesome.
you're so funny.
Because we were
Simple,
enemies. We would fight each other. We would fight. We'd join in and beat whoever we need to beat. They go back and fighting each other.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That's some fighting people. But I will say, being that I know I'm Cherokee and Iroquois, but I was raised more Seminole. You know, the Seminole folks were the ones that took everybody in. I think that might be where I got it from.
There you go.
I think that's it. I don't know.
did.
Debbie's no different than the rest of us. I think we're all in peas in a pod, as you say. I'm
It
very
is.
happy to have Debbie Cribb on the show tonight, one of my favorite people ever.
Ready
Come
to
on
pull
in,
her
my
up?
friend. Yes.
Here we go. Hey, lady.
Here's my sunshine. Isn't she pretty?
How are you?
She's so pretty. Look, I went shopping and
on your world.
look,
That is
and Gwen,
amazing.
show Blaine, and look,
And the plane.
It's so dang
cool.
cute.
They are.
yeah,
Fun.
Blaine was
I'll make
able
myself.
to trade some stuff, but I just went ahead and bought it because everybody wanted the pink one, all the girls, you know, and if I traded it, then she wouldn't have got. And I know she was needing to sell it, if you know what I mean. That's just the way it is when you're traveling. This lady.
It is.
By the way, if you're watching, hello, Heather. Hello, Matt. We
Hi,
enjoyed
Heather.
meeting you.
Matt.
We enjoyed meeting you and your sweet niece and your
And your
sister
sister.
and your haunted doll, Hannah.
Oh, we had so
Hannah's
much
got
fun with
quite
Hannah.
the
Oh, my
story.
God.
Bless her heart.
Can I tell you
She's got a
Hannah's story
similar
real quick?
story. Please.
All right. Hannah was an abused child. Her father
Terrible.
beat her to death. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there, we're doing a ghost box, and she comes through the ghost box. I mean, crystal clear, the little girl Hannah did. And I said,
She was
Hannah?
so sweet, Debbie.
Oh, she was
Oh,
adorable.
bless her.
And I asked her, I said, Hannah, do you want to get back at him? I would never give him a name. I started calling him it because
Yes.
anything like that that hurts a child has no reason to run with me.
I agree.
And I called upon my bear, my wolf. Then Lee called upon her spirit guide Minnie, and I called upon Janawa. And the next thing I know, I hear this guy screaming, "Bear!"
He started screaming that, and then he said, "Help me!" Oh, he was, "Help me!" And that little child sat there. We listened to her giggle. 30 minutes of a fight.
Yeah. And then after it was over here, the little girl Hannah say, "Can you do that again?"
Aw.
She's
been waiting a long time for that.
Oh, she
had.
And it's funny,
She was
Minnie
still
and
protecting.
Janawa sat back and just let Bear and Wolf tear into him. You could, me and Lee could visually see one of the animals biting him on the forehead, one ripping this arm, one ripping this arm, and then finally Janawa and Minnie said, "Okay, let's get our licks in." They ordered this idiot. Ripped him. They took him one piece here.
I watched it happen, and I heard him. And then he no longer existed.
See ya.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
I
he
asked,
killed her.
Oh,
The little
sorry,
girl was protecting her sister. her sister was being beaten, and she stepped in to try to save her. And her mother picked up a 2x4 and went across her, and it killed her. And they had heard this before, so it was just over and over that they've heard this same story. It's never changed. So, I really do believe that I know what I saw, and for that sweet little thing and that sweet little voice to say, "Can you do it again?" and listening to her giggle, it really was healing because it showed that she might have had a bad time, but now she's got a new existence. She travels with this family. They
Yep.
have a seat for the doll across the back here, so she can see out.
Good.
And the niece is she's a teenager. You know what that is?
Teenager.
In between, not quite.
Mhm.
Yes. And she's psychic, and she can hear the doll. And she's like, Hannah's talking to me, and they'll throw them the ghost box. And sure enough, they're just going back and forth like two little kids. It's a beautiful, beautiful
How sweet.
relationship.
Mhm.
Oh,
And the
It was-
father is so
it was
proud.
so cool. Yeah, it was so
Yes.
cool. Plus, it's like the doll. The
Oh,
whole
that
time,
Brady Bunch.
the doll was sitting. The doll was sitting across from us, and the doll's eyes were focused on me the whole time. I would move her
And
eyes.
and Heather said, "No, I see it. She is attached her, focus on Blaine." So the owner of the doll was able to confirm. And she's the type of person, she may look like a teenager from the back because she's a very small, petite person. She could be a teenager herself. But when you hear her speak, and she's very dignified, I can't wait for her to meet you, Gwen. I
Yeah.
can't. I hope they'll come to Deep South. We're going to talk to them. But
Great.
she's,
Was she
she,
focused on Blaine because of you being a man?
I think so.
Well, that and she. Well, this is what she told the little girl. We heard it over the ghost box. It said, "I love you, Blaine,
Oh.
because I helped her." She
Well,
was.
he's a
focused
big
on me
teddy bear
because-
when he wants to be. So yeah.
Yeah, she was focused on me because I was getting her the help she needed and
Yes.
what she wanted. So it wasn't a focus on me because I was a male. It was a focus on me because I was helping her achieve what she had wanted for a long time.
Well, Blaine, you
Well,
always help the
at
kids.
first, yes, he does.
Yes, he
At
does.
first, I think she was watching him like, wait a minute, because she had been mistreated by a man before. But Blaine handled this, and I'm not just saying this, Blaine, because you're my brother. I'm saying it because it's absolutely one of the most proud moments I've seen family member in a situation like this. I'm about to cry.
Don't cry. It's okay.
Oh.
Just cry then. Cry, baby. Cry.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
All right.
Watching
Don't get
him
all
with that
started.
child. Yes, we all gonna be in the waterworks. Watching him with that child and the technique, not just the technique. We've heard him talk about his technique, but his gentle protection. He was gently fierce. I don't know how else to phrase it.
That's it.
The way he handled that child and then said, "I'm going to do this for you, baby. This is what he gets for doing this to you." And then he did the thing, and there was healing going on with this child seeing this man finally being punished because he had no right to even be there. He wasn't invited. And she was terrified her father came up. Now, her mother's the one that killed her, but that's because the father was also in the room, and there was chaos in the room, and the children were the ones that were the kicking post. And Blake handled that, and that doll, that spirit in that doll was never the same. I mean, we were in tears of happiness. Hey, Jeremy, it was amazing. Blaine, I brought it up. I was hoping you'd tell the story. I mean, he's a big old burly dude. And so this little bitty doll was looking at him like, oh, yeah. Ah, hell. Then he did his thing. Gwen, you'd have been, it was a moment. I'll never forget it. I will never forget it.
I've seen him with the spirit that, the kids, they love him. All the spirit kids. I don't know how else to put it.
This one was a little different. I don't know why. I think because the spirit had been with the teenager that was so freaking precious. Her voice sounded like a sweet cartoon character. Like she could
Yes.
have been one of the Powerpuff Girls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
No,
And she was
Oh
so
my God.
fun.
Now,
Yeah.
where are they from? Yeah, I know you
South
said it. I
Dakota.
missed
They're
it.
from the South Dakota, but the father travels all over the world as a sales consultant for a business.
Okay,
So they just travel doing the paranormal stuff.
there you go. My
And
dream.
homeschool the,
Now, one of the
yes,
coolest
it's
things besides
incredible.
helping that little girl spirit was the little girl, the little doll has her own death bell. I guess I don't know exactly what it's called.
Dead bell, dead bell. And that
Okay,
little doll would just
Yeah.
ring the hell out of the bell. Ding it, ding it, ding it,
this was cool. The little girl rang the bell and it came through the speaker as well.
It
That's
came
cool.
through
Oh,
the
that is so cool.
box. I'd never seen that.
That's so cool.
I thought that was really
No,
cool.
I haven't.
No,
Yeah.
that was the first time all of us had ever seen that. The
We had
couple,
planned to go ghost hunting after the event, and it was so dang hot, and I could see a man in the
Oh.
hotel room. And so, spirit. And so, as people were coming, they just came in, and we were trying to figure out who this person was. And then here comes the haunted doll, and the man was talking to the haunted doll, and then all these other spirits came in, and it just turned into a party. And that was it.
Yeah.
We didn't
Y'all
have
was
to go
in
back
the
out of the
AC.
heat.
Y'all wouldn't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no reason to go
no.
anywhere.
That's cool.
We're having fun right here.
yeah, we had a blast, and
Tell them about the two that joined us that had never
yeah,
done
we
that.
had a couple that came to the event, and they were going to go on the other ghost hunt that they had, and I said, "Well, I have an alternative. We're going to have a ghost hunt too, and we can do ours as long as we want to." The other one was only 3 hours. There's not enough time at Haygood Mill. 3 hours is just enough to make you mad because you don't even get the
Yes.
spirits going good. So we had as long as
Yeah.
we wanted to, and they had never been on an investigation. They had never heard of ghost box before. Both of them had their names called over the ghost box. Of course, they kept calling me and Lee the whole night, and they would call Heather's name. They would call the little girl's name was Shaylee. So that's another.
That's right.
Oh, that's pretty.
And that name kept coming.
That's pretty.
Yeah, she was a doll. Let me tell y'all, at the event, I gave her a copy of mine and Lee's book, So You Think Your Kid's a Psychic.
Good.
That little girl had that thing read, the whole book, and she was like, "Okay, now this makes sense. Now this makes sense." And then she asked me, she said, "Mr. Blaine, can you open my third eye?" I said, "With pleasure." Y'all, I could have handed her a check for $1 million and it wouldn't have meant more to her.
Y'all, she
She was
read
stomping
an
her little
actual
feet.
book. How often?
Yes.
Wait.
She read it like that. She wasn't listening to any of the presentations. She was in that book.
I'm impressed.
And-
She read a book.
Oh.
I mean, an actual book.
Thank you, ma'am.
I know that's
That's
y'all.
unusual.
Yes, thank you. Nowadays it is.
And I ended up giving her my other book
And
too.
it wasn't on YouTube.
No,
Good, Blaine. Thank you for that. He loves kids, y'all. He may be a big
You
burly.
treated her like an angel.
He loves kids.
Blaine, you did. You treated her like a sweet angel that she is. You changed that child's life this weekend. I saw what was happening, and I just wanted to watch. Sometimes I have to get in there and jump in. Sometimes I have to let my brother be my brother and just back him up. And if I heard something and he's saying it, I'm like, okay, I hear this or I feel that. And it started going like this, where he would see it, I'd see it. We'd say things at the same time with the ghost box. We were in sync. It was just a beautiful night.
it was so cool.
We'll do it again. And
I know that what we used to, well, this has been a while back. I haven't been there in a bit, but the Defuniak Hotel, which is where we used to go to a lot back years ago, we'd gone there for years, and we had gotten to know Spirit very well there. And a very, very, very similar situation. It was a mom, and she was very prominent who would come through. Unfortunately, due to circumstances that she thought she was doing the right thing, she honestly did. She drowned her 2 children to keep them from being hurt or killed or abused, tortured, whatever.
I've seen that in a
And
spirit situation. Yeah, it's terrible.
yes, it is terrible. And I remember one day, and they'd gotten to know us really well. They were just so cute. Oh gosh, one was like 5 and one was like 7. And I came walking in there one day, and they're like, "Hi, Debbie," and I'm like, "Hi."
Yep.
And then they go, this was so funny. They said, where are you? Where, you know, they wanted to know where I was going to be. I said, I'll be in room 7, in my favorite room, room 7. I said, so where are you guys going to be? They said, room 7. I said, no, you're not. Oh, you're not. Uh-huh.
Oh,
And then Auntie Debbie needs to sleep tonight, girls. And
it's so
they were
sweet.
good. Yeah, for them, they were pretty good. But that was so funny. Room 7. Oh no. But you know, and I thought to myself, I said, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. You know, they were just so cute.
Oh yeah.
So you build up this incredible, loving relationship, and it was interesting because the mom was very, she didn't want anybody to see the kids, of course, because there was a stigma on her because of what she had done with children. But people would take it the wrong way, and she didn't mean it in a cruel way. She did it in a motherly way because she was that terrified for her children. And she really felt as though she had no recourse. And so she was very, very hesitant about letting anybody see the kids. And there was one night we made a breakthrough with her, and I'm not exactly sure how it got onto it, but someone had said something about her murdering her children, and Sarah and I immediately came to her offense. We said, no, she is not. You have no right to say that about her. She did not. She's a mother, and she's a damn good mother.
Right
And
on.
you don't know what happened back then. You weren't there. You don't know. But as far as we go, we understand. Being mothers ourselves,
Yeah.
I do it, of course not. But I'm not
Well,
living in
being a
the
dad,
place right now
so-
either. Yeah.
Well, I have a
And-
situation in a hunt and a ghost hunt and investigation where she was pregnant and she killed herself.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't have a choice. So sometimes
You didn't have
life
a
just
choice.
give you all the bad things and you just get through it. But they're still living together and they're very happy.
Yeah. You just, it's impossible to put yourself in somebody else's torment in their shoes and what they are experiencing at that time. God knows I never want to be in those shoes. But it was so cute because after that had occurred, we had gained her trust.
Right
And
on.
then, oh yeah. And at that point, she held up the baby. She's like, look. And she was showing us her daughter.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Oh, we were just bawling like babies. We're like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your children are just beautiful.
right
And
on.
she would come to us, and she trusted us in the presence with her daughters. What an honor that
Oh,
was. I
Yes.
feel that honor to this day.
and I feel you. Man.
I know what you guys mean.
Yeah, Debbie, I had a lady spirit that had a baby. She said, I want you to hold my baby and let me
Oh
hold
my
her
Lord.
baby. I could feel the baby in my arms. I could feel the warmth of it. I could feel like the skin of the baby, everything. And I said, oh, I'm so honored. Thank you. She says, you're the only one I want to hold this baby beside me. I'm like, oh, wow.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's a huge deal. So, when
Lane,
spirit
you just a baby
actually,
magnet.
I know.
I know.
He
But when
is.
spirit allows you to actually do something like that, that is an honor beyond
Oh, I know.
anybody's wildest dreams. It really is. You could get that kind of reaction, loving reaction from spirit like that. It's amazing.
Hey guys, I'm sorry we got off topic. We were supposed to talk about what telepathy tonight.
Yes, and we're about to
You never
bring
know
over
with us.
to it. Yeah, you never know. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what we did this weekend. All right, so telepathy. What is it? It is mind-to-mind communication, heightened intuition, or is it something else entirely? Okay, everybody tell me what you think.
Ladies first, always.
Hmm.
I think it's all of them. I think different people, yeah, right? Different people have different ways of telepathically doing if they have that gift. Some people don't have that
Yes.
gift. Even empathically, they don't have that particular gift, but that's cool because they make up for it in other ways. But yeah, I think it's just like it's a grab bag, and
Yes.
and it can change. You can be able to do
Yes.
something early in life, and then you'll find that that changes as you grow. So does the gift grow, and you might find yourself doing it more accurately in a completely different way.
Yeah.
But that's just growth. That's growth. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a prime example. Me and Lee this weekend, we're communicating telepathically, and we didn't even realize it. And it was like we'd say the same thing at exactly the same time.
Same thing, same time, and sometimes with the ghost box. All
Yes.
three of us at the same time, and mouths would drop open, everybody's looking. Imagine that with a brand new couple that was brand new to the paranormal, never saw ghost evidence before, and all this was happening. They were like, "What?
What's going on?
It was fun." Okay, now here's this one. Okay, everybody weigh in. Have you ever experienced a moment when you knew who was calling before you look at your phone or sensed that someone was about to say something? Could these experiences be examples of telepathy, Gwen? I know that.
I do it all the time, so it's just second nature to me.
Uh-huh.
But yes, it could be. It could be.
I know Blaine and I've done that, but this weekend was really something. Gwen, Gwen and I've done that. What about
Blaine
you?
called me today, and I was looking at my phone when it rang because I knew somebody was about to
Oh.
call.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I think that we were doing something similar with the Northern Lights, the Aurora Ouroboros.
Oh, that was
And-
amazing.
Alice.
Yeah,
Oh, God, that was
we
amazing.
talked about that at the con, and I showed a bunch of things from the government, disclosure, full disclosure. And there were some people that were shocked. They hadn't been following it. A lot of people that had even lectured about this not being a possibility. All of a sudden, well, here's the declassified CIA document. This one came from the FBI, and this is the video that the Department of War just released. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh.
This is what we got a lot of.
Funny. Mhm. Yeah, one lady followed me to the bathroom to tell me that. And see, when you talk about telepathy, you almost have to talk about interdimensional beings because lots of times when you deal with that, you don't get words, you get feelings and thought.
Right. It's like you get action a lot of times. It's like somebody says, I'm going to walk to the store, right? You don't get the words.
Mm-mm.
That's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You get store, like that way. Yes,
Right.
yes.
And you automatically know, oh, okay, gotcha.
That's right.
You don't need that to, but it is true. And I know some languages, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, but if I'm not mistaken, the Chinese Mandarin, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of their writings, and I know hieroglyphics are exactly the same way too. It was not just words, it was actions.
Yes, it
Yes.
was. Exactly.
The sun rose. The sun was rising. You see, it's the hieroglyphics.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
And Cherokee's similar. Now that I think about it,
True.
it does have phonics. It has some phonic clusters, not like Japanese kanji. There's some phonic clusters, but there's actual symbols that mean certain things.
Yes.
Also, pretty
Yes.
cool.
It is cool. It's very cool. But I honestly think that predetermination, that something is going to happen, right? Like
Yes.
Gwen seems to be loaded with it. But I really think that is almost like it's like a bottom layer to telepathy.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
That goes hand in hand, because in
Yes.
order for you to be able to project or for you to be able to receive, you have to have that layer of reception, whether
Yeah.
you're projecting it or whether you're receiving it.
Well, it's like me. If I'm driving, a car in front of me, I know they're going to turn right or left. And I already know that they're going to use no turn signal.
Oh,
Yeah, Addie for me is always telling me where to go when I'm driving. Addie always tells me where to go.
I'm behind
Not like
Lee.
that. She tells me which direction to go.
Yeah, Friday when we were driving up to Seneca, Lee was in front of me. We were on the phone. I said, "Watch out, that idiot's going to stop on you." And like a heartbeat, he stopped.
He sure
No
did.
reason. That's what got me. There was no. He just hit his brakes for no reason. There's nobody in front of him. Nobody coming across the road. No animals or nothing. He just hits his brakes for no damn reason.
I think he wanted to be rear-ended. I think he was looking for
there you go.
insurance.
He was
check.
looking for a check.
Yeah, he's looking for a new car. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's another question.
Okay.
And why do reports of telepathic experiences often occur between close family members, twins, spouses, or close friends? Do you think the emotional connection plays a role?
Yes.
Absolutely.
yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and you know who comes to mind with this statement? I think about Christopher St. Booth and Philip St.
Yeah.
Booth. You know, Philip passed, and that's horrible. They have been twin souls since birth. I can't imagine.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all say a prayer for those for that family.
I've already done it. I've sent healing to their whole family.
Yeah, I'm trying. I know that Gabe is not doing well with it. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean the loss. He's a young man.
Yeah. Gwen, can
Yeah.
you hear me
So-
now?
Say, I love you enough, and I'm going to show you by going and getting a job.
I think that
Job is choosing, but I know even in
Yeah,
my
what's that
hometown,
saying?
Gwen, do you hear me?
to be
Yeah.
happy,
Okay, you didn't respond to me, so I was making sure.
to be happy.
It blipped for a minute. It just blooped. That's
Okay.
why I blipped.
To provide
Okay. I gotta ask, is somebody got a
I
TV
hear
on?
somebody.
go.
It sounds like somebody's looking for a job. Videos on. It's kind of weird.
Deb, you got something on in the back?
There's always something you could do.
It's
Yes.
getting louder.
Okay.
Okay, because I kept
hang
hearing
on.
all these voices. I was like,
It's getting louder.
Well, I knew I'm at my friend's house and I knew she hadn't because she, bless her heart, she cuts everything off. But
Well, it,
well,
I
that's
haven't
what
heard
y'all
it
said. We
since
looked around,
Friday.
trying to figure out where that sound was coming from.
so
Well,
for you guys,
whatever-
real quick, when you guys were investigating in the hotel room this weekend, which day was it? Which night was it?
Sorry about that.
Saturday
Okay.
night. It was fun. All right,
Thank you,
so
Deb. I was trying to figure out where that noise is coming from.
I am so sorry.
It's okay.
It's
You
all
couldn't
good.
hear it.
Did it?
yeah.
Well, the only reason
It
I asked
started-
that because we get so many voices on this show that are spirits. I want to make sure it wasn't spirits talking to us while we're trying to have conversations.
Okay,
It's
so
all
let's
right.
on.
Did you notice I turned completely around trying to figure
Did
out
you
what
see
the
me
hell
do
was-
this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That
it
was
wasn't us
funny.
this time. It was Deb.
That
We're
was
gonna blame it
funny.
on her.
Okay, so we debunked it. We're good.
So no
Oh,
ghosts
Yeah, debunk.
so far.
so one of the things this reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Practical Magic. And it was when all the chaos happened and everything. And then here
Oh yeah.
comes one of the ladies from the community, and she's got her little broom, and the other one's she's stirring the cauldron, and she's so this newbie blesser comes in, and she said, I heard my daughter crying for me across town.
Oh,
And the other one turns around and said, "There's a little witch in all of us," and everybody's giggling. It was a girl moment,
Yes, it was.
and
yeah.
mommy moment. But I'm telling you, I have heard my children call my name. I've heard my mother and grandmother.
Okay.
When my husband was deployed, yeah, you've heard my dad a lot, haven't you, Blaine?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I
He
had
was
a visit from
he was
Dad
there
last night.
at the airport the other night when the kerflunkle was going on. He was rocking me because I was tripping. I was mad.
Oh,
Deb, this is what I thought was cool with her dad. When we went to our powwow this year,
he loves you.
Lee let me wear his bolo, and he said 2 people could wear this bolo, and that's me and Matt. So I was really grateful for that, and I was very honored by that. That he said that only 2 other men would wear that bolo. It was me and Matt.
Oh, it was precious. It was precious to him, and he wanted somebody that would respect it, to enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Did you wear it at the powwow this
Absolutely.
year?
I sure
I
did.
did.
And you know
Is
what
it on
Let me
else?
show everybody.
You know what
Is
else?
it on your picture?
There you go, Lee. It's
Oh, there
on
it is.
my
Yes,
book cover.
it is. Yes. Good.
And notice the Book of the Dead there. And we'll have more about that coming up soon.
Oh, y'all can't wait to see this. Oh, it's
We
gonna be
started making equipment, Debbie. You're gonna love it. It's a cross between what we've done in the past and what we can do in the future. And it's gonna be all in, well, I don't want to give it away, but you
Yeah.
get it.
Don't give it all away.
We've been doing stuff.
all
You've
I
been
will say
doing
is
stuff.
this.
You've been busy.
When you guys see this, you're gonna go, holy crap. This
I
thing
bet.
does this, it does this, it does this, it does that. Watch.
It's the Swiss Army knife of the paranormal.
It is a Swiss Army
I
knife.
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, now this one I need to know about. Let's talk about this. How do we distinguish telepathy from coincidence, intuition, or confirmation bias? What standards of evidence should we apply to it?
Okay,
That's a hard
I'll
one
say
because that's
this.
like setting.
One
Let's
thing
put it up here.
there is no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Your intuition is one thing, and the confirmation bias is we got validation through it this Saturday, Friday and Saturday. And I know I have with Deb before. I know I have with Gwen before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Telepathy from
Um,
coincidence, intuition, or confirmation bias. Okay, so I was doing psychic surgery on John Zaffis with other members of Wardrona.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, I could hear Stacia talking to me, and then it was told after the fact that we weren't speaking out loud. Now, here's another one. Gwen and I have been in the car together with my husband Matt, and he said that we're not speaking, that we're doing our talk, and it sounds like just words and clicking and stuff.
Chirpy, 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 and clicking. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
and
like,
we can hear each other fine. So we've got to figure out what that is.
we need to record
Matt said-
ourselves sometimes.
Matt just turns around and he'll be like, "Use your words, ladies. I'm not understanding you." And here's the thing: I did the same thing with Mama and my daughter. We did something similar. Something's going on here. I don't know if I don't know what we're doing, but I'd like to find out what it is, and that's going to
Yeah.
be part of what I want to do in this next experiment coming up. But
well,
right,
this is just a theory. This is just absolute theory. But you are talking about, well, as far as you and Gwen would go, you're together on this, but with like you and your mom or your dad or something like that, you guys are on two different spiritual planes. You
Well,
and
Sean said he
sometimes
heard it.
Yeah,
It
Sean.
happened with me, the four of us in the car, and he said he heard it.
but he couldn't
Thank
understand
you,
it.
Sean. He couldn't understand it. And we don't have
Couldn't
any idea
understand
what we sound like because we're not doing it.
Remember during the
It
hurricane,
just,
somebody else said they heard it and they saw us doing laundry and we were just and we had a full
what, Matt? He said he knew if he didn't stop us, we'd just keep going and he'd be left out.
Poor Matt.
Poor man.
So pretty. Just sitting there, be pretty, baby. Going to hell. I know. I know. Hey, Sean, by the way, thank you for watching.
Thank you,
All right.
Sean.
So I want to. I'm sorry, I got myself tickled again. All right. All right. So just for everybody watching, telepathy has been studied for over 140 years, and it started with the organization, the Society of Psychical Research. Spoke about that this weekend, and the files that that the Psychical Research Foundations that was passed over to the Rhine Center Research. So, it's all there about telepathy and clairvoyance. I ran out of spaces. They wouldn't let me put any more, but you see clairvoyance.
Yeah.
But, the the Society for Psychical Research did so many wonderful things using the old ways. I'm talking Ouija boards, pendulums, dowsing rods, seances. Of course, this was Victorian spiritual awakening. So they had the old methods, and they would study a location for over 5 years. And then finally, it's not like they had Google or Chat GPT. They would have to get the history of the place. And then it would match up, the names would match up, who was coming through and stuff. It was a really big deal for them. And I feel like we need to maybe do some studies on this with the workshops we've been doing.
That would be
Why
great.
not?
That would be really
The
great.
work, let's do send some stuff off, like we had been doing before. Oh, by the
It's
way,
interesting. Oh, go ahead.
hmm,
By the way,
I redid the cover of my Victorian Ghost Files Between Heaven and Ectoplasm.
oh, I like
I
that.
think that looks
Oh,
better.
that is so
The
cool.
other one was just too plain.
That's cool. Oh, that's such a
Thank
great
you.
picture, Lee. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Me and Gwen found that suit at a thrift shop for $15.
Pull it up again so I can
Hey.
see which one it is.
Oh, it's the one that has
Deb,
the vest. You're the one that
I have
found
been
it.
out of
Wait a minute,
town
where
for
did
like 2 weeks and we are just lost. We are absolutely lost. Yep.
Wow.
I got the gray jacket and I got the black jacket.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
So
that.
And Lee,
anyway,
and Lee, don't forget the U.S. government studied telepathy for a long time too, because some of the CIA
Yes.
documents we got, some of the
do tell about that this weekend. Go ahead.
yeah. So
Turning you loose, playing tell 'em.
FBI, CBS, NBC, all of them wanted it.
All the alphabet wanted it. Yeah.
All that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the alphabet.
The
Yeah.
CIA declassified documents actually studied hexes and all kinds of stuff to do with psychical energy work, that type of thing. I'm trying to upload this particular document so you can see it. I'm running out of
You get it?
space. I have too much stuff.
Yeah.
There it
You got-
goes.
I don't know what
Yeah,
to take off.
all I
so I'll
know
let you
is-
know.
All I know is we actually had a captive audience because people could not stop looking at it with their mouths wide open, going. And I heard one lady goes, "How did she get that?" I'm like, "It was declassified. You can get it yourself."
Right.
What? I can?
Right.
We're seeing people on their phones looking up everything we were talking about
They were snatching their phones up. It was fun. I really hope that I can talk about that again. Well,
we'll
it's
get
not
you
going
to
to
talk about
upload
that.
for me. It uploads, but it won't open. So I'll have to get
You
it
know
for
what?
you.
What
But
we ought to do is me, you, and Matt ought to do that at Deep South.
I totally agree. Let's talk to Stan
Why
and
not?
Teresa. I mean, I think the paranormal part is kind of covered, and they've already sold tickets to his Matthew's workshop. It's going really fast, as always. The
Yes.
grounding and shielding.
Of course.
But
Yes.
yeah, I would love to be able to talk about this because of the, full disclosure that's coming out. Guys,
Mhm.
the first download was pretty cool. The second one was like, yeah, and the third one was like, boom.
Mind
There's
blowing.
actually orbs that
Where
come
are your
into
face?
play.
Yeah.
They come in, and then other ships just come out of it. And yeah. And these are things they're releasing, saying that we don't know what they are.
Have you noticed? Yes. And I have noticed that every declassification that they're doing always ends with reason unknown.
Of course.
All of it.
Yes.
Of course they know what's going on.
Well, you know what's funny?
Of course they
Remember
do.
before? Oh, it was a swamp gas, or it was lightning, or it was some
Mhm.
BS that they come up with. Now they're at the point, like you said, where they are scared to say exactly what it was, but they're showing that for a reason. Me and Lee talked about this when we were up speaking. I said, think about it this way. Okay, we know they're aliens. We know they're spacecraft. We know that there's intergalactical governments that the U.S. is a part of.
Yes.
I think this is what I believe to be true fact is the government was told by the intergalactic federations it's time to let them know. And when they did, it was like, bow, let's bring it on. And you have something that has over 1.5 billion views in one day. That's astronomical.
Yes, it is.
It is. The really sad thing to me is that they didn't trust the people
I'll tell
enough
you
to
why.
say, this is what's
We've been
going
looking
on.
into that.
Deb, the reason why they thought they were going to cause widespread panic and disrupt daily life, religious, political, they thought they were going to mess up everything. And
I think they were more thinking religious.
Yeah.
Know that and weaponizing everything. They wanted to have physical
Weaponized,
war was going on. So they're like, hey, look at this. Maybe we can use it to our advantage.
We're a brutal race.
That has been.
We are brutal race.
Absolutely brutal.
Let me show you something really brutal. This is really crazy. Okay, we talk about Bigfoot and how big he is or her and what they're like and how they could be so destructive and how they could, they're huge and strong and all of that. But, and the same with the skunk ape. But the Florida skunk apes, bless their little hearts, here's some documentation right here where the House of Representatives actually had to create, that's just one page. You see where they call it an anthropod or humanoid animal. Okay. They actually have documentation here to protect skunk apes. I'll send it all to you to protect skunk apes from being molested. People will be in shock and loss whenever all this comes out in the open. You're right, Sean. He's
That's
right.
when they're releasing it in small batches to see how people react.
Right.
We haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg yet because some of those documents off of this new release went back to the 30s.
I've been seeing 30s, 60s, 30s, 60s, the 40s, and then a couple from the early 80s, and then bam, today.
Yep.
Right. Well, I do agree with the fact that, like any animal, any species of animal that is out there. Now, you guys also know that I, of course, have a long background with zoology, animal care, husbandry, the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to take the more, Yeah, Lee knows. Now, I have a more physiological based belief going into this particular animal. Okay. I think that he, she, they should be protected just like the rhinoceroses are being protected, just like
Thank
the
you.
lowland gorillas are being protected. Stop trying to create things that have already become extinct. Why bring them back? They didn't work out then. Why
No.
bring them back to re-torture them to have this whole thing happen again? To me, that's brutal and torturous. Leave them alone. Leave them in the past where they belong. Don't bring them back. Plus that, they can't bring back the exact animal. They have
No.
to bring back a hybrid of that
Uh-huh.
animal because it's impossible. The DNA connections don't match. So they're going to be bringing back a hybrid. They don't even know.
I'm so glad you
They don't
said
even
that.
know
So
that.
many people don't get that.
They don't get it. They don't get it. And they're like, oh, bring back the dodo. Really? No, we can't do that. But they are doing it. Bring back a mastodon? Are you insane? Bring
Yes.
back a mammoth? Are you nuts?
Yes.
Bring back an animal
Have they not
whose
seen?
body. Huh? Yeah,
I was going to say,
it-
have they not seen certain movies? My goodness, yeah.
Right. They make
Jumanji,
movies about this.
any of them.
Island of
First
Dr.
there's oohs and
Moreau.
ahs, and then they're screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
But the whole thing about it is that these animals, look at a mammoth. That animal is covered, absolutely covered in a thick
Right.
pelt to protect it from the rigid conditions that it was alive in. So you're going to
Yes.
bring back that animal to sit here and swelter in a world that is going through major climate change in the heat? Are you insane?
That's cool.
People, let's
Mm.
just stop and think about what you're doing. Instead of trying to bring back something that would be cruel, take these animals that are existing today, put the protection on them, including Bigfoot, including the skunk ape, including these animals that are really nothing more. Well, I shouldn't say nothing more because they're absolutely amazing, but they are on the same level as a bonobo or a lowland, an orangutan. They're on like the same, much more intelligent, but still on the same path as these other animals are. They need to be protected.
Thank you.
Stop protecting something that is extinct. Stop.
Well, you know what they should do with that?
Use our
Dan?
resources to fit.
Instead of make them as a hybrid, make a recreation of what they looked like without an actual animal. That way,
That would work. That way you're not torturing something.
no, that animal,
There's just no
that is not an
reason.
animal. That's a recreation. It is made out of other material. It has no life to it, nothing. But a little kid can go, oh, that's what a woolly mammoth looks like. That's
Exactly.
what a woolly rhinoceros or saber-toothed tiger or whatever, or a dinosaur.
Exactly.
Where the kids can see exactly what they look like and enjoy them.
You're right. You're right.
'Cause-
There have actually, you guys, there is, I don't know if you followed my show a couple of weeks back, but there is a gentleman who is actually knows of reports. It's going to blow your mind that the government and agencies in the government actually had and this would have been a Bigfoot in a facility in Florida. Anybody could have seen him. And he was there for years.
Wow.
Years. He died there and was buried on the grounds there. Now, this is no hokey pokey stuff. This is actually documented proof that this occurred. This didn't occur once. This occurred twice.
Wow.
In the same hospital, another one was brought in with very, very similar situations. And they said they just didn't understand it because it had physical humanoid-like characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
However, it did not have the same adaptations as a human for the world that they were in. They were living more on an exotic kind of a situation, to where they had a completely different lifestyle. They didn't communicate, like they didn't do anything like that. This one also was in the same building for years. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll get all the information that pertains to this.
Yeah.
Guys, it's called the Ochisi Man. The
I've heard of,
Okay.
yes.
You got, okay. This is striking, absolutely striking. Now, me, as someone from a biological point of view, a physiological, biological point of view, I say, this is just me, guys. Instead of trying to sit there and say that this creature, this animal, it's an animal, is from an interdimensional plane or any of this, we don't know that. Let's get down to the basics first. Let's find out exactly biologically what this animal is, because anything else from this point on is conjecture. We don't know.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. But don't put this animal in a fantasy world that it very well may not belong in, because it's just trying to live its own life in the woods without people interfering, and hell, who could blame it? It just wants
No
to be
joke.
free.
I want to go there. I want to go in the woods so nobody can bother me. Oh God.
Damn Skippy.
So get it. Yeah,
Let's all go.
But I mean, the skunk ape for me, because I am a person who has literally laid these peepers on one. Many years ago. I was 17 years old. And just that right there is a bug on my screen. Just that right there, I'll tell you how darn old I am. But it looked at me and I looked at him, and it was instant. Oh crap. Well, we both saw it. It never tried to harm me. It never tried to encroach upon me. It never tried anything aggressive with me in any way. The only thing it did was turn around and run down the this mangrove canal that it was standing in. And to this day, I always say I have never seen anything run through a mangrove canal like that animal did.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
That's right.
It was impossible.
Well, it was like Deb. It was like the experience I had sitting in a tree stand. I watched a female Bigfoot walk up under me. I'm looking at it with my rifle. I could have shot the thing, but when it looked at me, it had a human face, and I could feel it had feelings and emotions because I'm an empath. And I literally put my gun down, and she sort of nodded at me, and then she just went on her way.
Highly intelligent.
Yeah.
Highly intelligent. And Blaine, you could be very, very correct in the fact that they could very well be sensitive. They've been avoiding
I
things.
think they are.
Men, I think they are too. And they have, and it's not some kind of a outer world. I think that they are just very intuitive, and they are just very, very sensitive. How else could they have existed for as long as they have, completely solitary out there?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I do believe that they have made communication with those very, very, very few people that they trust, but it's got to be on their terms.
Sure.
It's not on your terms. It's going to have to be on their terms. And it's like what they say about demonology. To find a real possession case is like 99.99% of the time, it ain't going to happen. It's extraordinarily rare. And I think this case follows in suit with that. That is very, very, very rare that they would do anything in a social environment in any way. that's just for me ludicrous to even think. They're animals.
Yes.
As intelligent as they are, they're animals and they live on their own terms. And they're not going to live in the way that man lives. They don't communicate that way. They're not going to communicate that way.
Well, Debbie,
We're kind of getting off of telepathy, aren't we?
Why do you think so many Native American tribes have spoken about them?
Oh, yeah.
Because they interacted with each other.
Absolutely. Because they're speaking to him on his terms.
Yes.
The Native Americans, when they go in there, they respect nature for what it is. Therefore, they don't say, you're going to do things my way. They go in there and they say, we honor you. We want to understand how can we coincide and make you comfortable. How can we do that? Tell us, how can we do that? It's completely different than from what's going on out there. So
my little skunk ape just wanted to play. He just wanted to play.
I know, they're
my
so
little
cute.
guy.
So
it's all my fault too. I called him and he wanted to play, and Mama wasn't having it, and then his mama came, and chaos continued. He got in trouble, and so did I.
Oh my goodness, they're amazing animals. They really and truly are amazing animals. I just don't want for people to put the cart before the horse kind of a thing. I'm a very, very, very I'm very, very firm on the fact that before we get into all this other stuff with them, let's find out first who they are, what they are.
Thank you.
From afar, we don't have to encroach on them to do that. Let them live their lives in peace.
Exactly.
But, let's, just like with the lowland gorilla, 50, 60 years ago, they were a cryptid. They were cryptids.
Yeah.
But now it's a household known that it's lowland gorillas because they allowed them their space. They allowed them their privacy, and humans studied from afar and slowly integrated. And that's what we need to do with this guy too. And then we can go on to things like communication, how with the communication, because you don't want to piss one off. We all know that. So just give them their lead and then let things follow as they determine that it can be followed with. And I think that we'll all be a lot happier.
Sure.
That's my take. That's my rant.
We've got 2 more minutes. Okay, let's see. What have I got here? No, that's not it. That's number 2. Okay, so researchers have found his name is Gansfeld, and he created, as well as these 3 people below that are researchers, they actually did a project for telepathy, and this is the best known research as of to date about telepathy. And it was studied in a parapsychology type environment. And it does suggest a small telepathic effect and that it can be registered. Okay.
It's called the Gansfeld theory. Yeah.
The Gansfeld theory. That's right. Let's see what this one is. Oh, that's 3. 1. Here it is. So the receiver, the receiver sits in a comfortable chair and has mild sensory deprivation, meaning that they can't really see, hear, and they take half ping pong balls and place it over their eyes with a blindfold. And a red light shines over their head, and they use white noise or static playing through headphones. And the receiver will relax and describe thoughts, images, and feelings or impressions that arise. That is also how you remote view, by the way.
Yes.
All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, that's still number 3. There. Okay, in a separate room, the sender is concentrating on a random selected image, video clip, or target, like a waterfall, a running horse, a skyline for the city, a kid flying a kite, and they're trying to send that image to the receiver. Okay. Which I want to do this.
Well,
After the session,
that,
the receiver has targets, and there's usually like 4, and the other are decoys. But anyway, there was about 25% of the time positive.
yes, and that also fits in with the stone tape theories.
Yes.
Hmm.
Right.
Right. So, where you have your receiver and you have your the one that is putting it out. So you've
Excuse
got the
me.
one that's emitting the transmission, and you have the one that's receiving the transmission. And this is where a lot of the telepathy theories come in from. But the stones have been known to be conductors
Hugely.
centuries, and for good reason, as well as water. But yeah, all that coincides together. People don't really seem to understand how really intricate that everything works together. Nature is not cut and dry.
No.
Nature, it has veins and arteries and capillaries and everything else that feed into each other that creates these situations. This is not something that just happens.
Deb, have you ever thought about this?
What's
An
that?
Estes method would be a form of telepathy.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
Oh, yeah, because some people can't do it. Some people can't hear anything. I mean, like
Exactly.
nothing.
I hear it all, and
Me too.
I can't just repeat what I'm hearing or answering.
Right.
I actually have a conversation with whatever's there. I don't know. I've got to work on it. I mean, it's a wonderful moment for me, but I don't know that it's what we were trying to achieve at that moment. So I'm working on it.
Yeah. Well,
And
Lee,
you're
But
right,
that's you.
Blaine.
Lee,
But that's important for you. It's something with you, not for anybody else.
yeah,
That's why it's important.
yeah.
Okay, one more thing I want to get your impression on, and then Blaine closes us out. What do you think about this guy? Heard a man caught trying to trade a ghost he
Oh.
captured in Tupperware for a store credit at GameStop.
He,
I think his
There's no
whole beer
words.
moment kind of flipped on him.
Was he on them bath salts?
Oh, I think
Maybe.
he might be.
that's the,
Now let me go
maybe.
around the thing and pop some stuff up. We've got, I'm doing a ghost hunt at New Orleans Paracon. Please go to their website and buy the tickets for the ghost hunt. Also, okay, after tomorrow, you'll see Wicked Wednesday. They're doing an incredible job on Wednesday. So not only should you watch us on Monday and Tuesday, but don't forget about Wednesday. We got a
And
lot of
Thursday.
great things happening. Yes, and Thursday. Okay, our dear friend Laura Marini, who is an executive producer with the History Channel, is teaching workshops. Check out her event on Eventbrite Talk. It's Eventbrite Talk. Feel free to share and post. You can just find her, just search for it on Facebook. And now that you've greenlit yourself, a paranormal content creators toolkit basically is what she's teaching. She's got 15 spots open in order to be able to work directly with people and give feedback. So it's an intimate classroom setting, and don't miss out because this is a big opportunity.
I'm trying
All
to
right, let's see.
download Deep South, a different
Thank you.
poster.
I'm getting rid of some things that have already passed.
I already did some junk.
Okay.
All right, can I pull up Deep
And
South? Now,
this-
this is probably not the
yeah.
latest one. Go ahead. So, all right, go
This
ahead.
is a
Lee.
minor. I'll be finishing up this book probably within the next few days. I keep seeing stuff I want to fix, but Matt and I are releasing our newest book to the Family Spirit series, Crypts and Cryptids, Where the Dead Rest and the Unknown Roams.
Oh,
Thought that
that's
would be
cool.
fun. Yep.
Yeah.
And I showed you my new cover and some edits
Yeah.
to it. Let me get up here to Blaine. There he is. His book is with the publisher now. So you should be able to see them very soon. And here you got this one is the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. It's July the 24th through the 26th. And Pam Berry put out a huge post today of all the things that are going on. And I'm going to get tickets to the Monster Bash before it's too late. They're serving an Italian meal, and you can dress as your favorite horror character.
Cool.
Okay, show the Deep South, sweetie pie.
Now, this is the one Ben sent me when he was on last week. Was it last week or was it week?
Yeah.
My weeks are messed up. But this is probably not the latest one. So this is what we have, guys. We've got it. I know it's small. I was trying to hurry. That is not the latest one, I don't think.
Well, Matt's not
I
up
know
there, and the thing is, they're already selling tickets for it, and Stan said they're updating it. So there's a lot going on with Deep South. They're having some trouble with posts, so you might see me posting some stuff out if they can't get it out because it's being blocked on Facebook because it's AI content, they said. So we'll get it done. We'll get it out there.
And we
All
will
right,
get a
Blaine,
new
it's
one
your
or we'll make
turn.
one or something. Yeah. So
Yeah, we'll come up with something. We got to take care of our family.
exactly.
Okay, guys, I love saying this every week. You had a million, she says things, but you had a million choices of what your entertainment was tonight. You chose to watch us and be with us tonight. So thank you so much. It means the world to us. And I'm glad that we got to be your entertainment for tonight.
And Debbie, thank you for being
Yes.
on. You always
Debbie,
contribute
thanks.
so much.
Having me.
I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours.
It was like
I
it
love
was 10
talking to
minutes.
you guys. I know.
I know it was. Well, I'm
You
so
guys are all
glad.
so much
I can't wait
fun.
to see you. We love you
See you
too.
either. Oh, I
We
love
get
you
to see you
guys so
soon.
much.
Oh, one more.
No.
All right, this is the one I hate to do every week, but I have to do it. If you are a soldier, airman, Marine, whatever, if you're in the military or veteran and you're having suicidal thoughts, please call 988. And this also goes for people that wasn't in the military or veterans. This number works for you as well. You are not alone. The matter is that there's help available. It's 24 hours a day. And if you don't want to actually physically talk to someone, they have chat rooms that'll talk to you one-on-one. Nobody will judge you. And if you don't want to talk to them, you can call myself, Lee, Matt, Gwen, and I'm sure Debbie wouldn't mind taking a call too.
I would be honored. I would be honored.
Exactly.
Because 22
All
a day
right.
is 22 too many.
And it
Exactly.
has affected
Yes.
everybody on this podcast. We have had things happen right here among us, and you know, you always wonder if I'd have called, if I'd have done this or that. So,
Right?
you
Well,
know,
so
don't
far
do
I've helped
that.
5. Talk
Yeah,
them down. So,
That's it.
and I will do it every day, all day.
All of us will.
Yep.
You got it.
Well, Deb,
And
hang
you don't
out
make
with
me
us.
cry, Blaine. Dang it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
Deb, hang out with us for a minute, and we'll give you, look, now y'all, we have to split between Deb and us tomorrow because her show's the same time as ours for Cryptid Nation. So
Yeah.
watch one, record the other one, but watch both. How about that?
There you go. That works. Love it.
Well, guys, until tomorrow, deuces.
All right.
We
Bye-bye,
are-
you
Tell
guys.
everybody good night. Say good
Good
night.
night, everybody. We love you.
Bye-bye. Love you guys.